What's up, guys? I'm going to talk about why being poor is an immoral thing. So if you look at this video is going to be pretty controversial, by the way. If you look at so the way I analyze social scenarios is I take it from a perspective of weakness and strength. So each individual act by a human being is either comes from weakness or from strength. Of course, there's a scale. There's a scale that you put strength on one side and weakness on the other. Of course, there's a scale, and it varies. If each action is, you can apply, like you can quantify how weak and how strong. So that's how psychology works for me. I simplified it in that way. Some people might argue that you can't simplify it in that way, which I understand. But that's my way of understanding psychology easily. It helps me to focus on other things. So if you look at homeless people, for example, which are on the who are on the extreme end of people on the extreme end of poverty, or on the extreme end of lack of wealth, if you want to say. What will happen is, the closer you get to the end of the closer you get to being poor or having no money, is you get a psychology where that people tend to ask more than give. You might find that trend pretty common. So, and the closer you get to the end of wealth, you see the people that are the wealthiest give more than those who are the poorest. Why is that? Well, there's two things. First of all, you can't give what you don't have. If you don't have money, you can't give money, and it's not necessarily money that the wealthy give. They give a lot of money in philanthropy, but what they do is, to be able to create the money, you have to be able to give something. Otherwise, how are you going to get the money unless you steal it? So what happens is that those who have created those who have the most wealth in the world, they've created businesses. So if you create a business that can offer something that people buy, or that people need, the greater the need is, the more income that business is going to create, and the wealthier you're going to get, the shareholders anyway. So the more you give, the more you get. It's kind of a cliche term, but it's the truth if you think about it in that way. So, and the closer you get to being to the poor end of the spectrum, the less you give and the more you ask. And the more you ask, the less you get, which is very funny in human psychology. People don't want to give people don't want to give to those who need. People want to give to those who already have, which is very odd, because why would you want to give something to people that already have? Like, why would you offer money to people that already have money, a lot of money? It's very odd. They didn't ask for, people are less likely to ask for money if they already have money, in a sense. It's kind of controversial, because if you have a business, you're asking people to buy your product, which is asking for money. That's why it's very hard. That's why marketing is needed and advertising is needed to be able to convince people. To be able to convince people to buy a product. If people really didn't need money and they really didn't ask for money, well, and they had a lot of money, people would be offering a lot. People would be offering a lot more money to those people. Human psychology is very odd in that way. But the moral of the story is, one of the reasons why I created this channel is because, one of the reasons that motivated me to create this channel is, psychology is very interesting in how it relates to finance, because the more you have, the more you can give, and it contributes to mental health as well. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one.